Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. We have DeLorean Labs here that is bringing the legacy, an iconic DeLorean car into Web3. It's not just a rebrand, it is a full-blown movement on the SUI network. And so, we have the launch of the Alpha 5 vehicle here that is potentially going to be selling about a year from now. They have a reservation system in place, they have utility of the DMC token that is going to be launching here on exchanges this week. And so there's a ton of information we're going to be going over here on DeLorean Labs. If you enjoy this content, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos. I'd also like to thank DeLorean Labs for sponsoring this video. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it here. Now, as I mentioned, they are going to be launching their own token, DMC, which had their pre-sale completely sell out, and they have their token launching on exchanges this week. It's going to be live on Binance Alpha and Binance Perps, and in addition to that, it's going to be on Gate.io and other exchanges as well. And so it's definitely something to be paying attention to as they are focusing on real-world assets. And so they had their pre-sale, it has been sold out. They also are going to be introducing staking as well at a future date. And then they have their marketplace, which is also live. We're going to be going over that as well. And so let's go ahead and dig into more information here. Now, what is DeLorean Labs? As I mentioned, this is an iconic vehicle back from 1980 that got a ton of attention. And so, DeLorean Motor Company ecosystem is a hyper-focused on the innovative Web3 technologies and all things digital. It is a fusion between the iconic past and limitless future. DeLorean Labs aims to revolutionize the automotive industry by building an engaged community through its tokenized ecosystem. And so, we're going to start seeing more and more industries move on-chain. They're going to be moving from Web 2 to Web 3, and that is what DeLorean Labs is focusing on. And so, they're going to be focusing on tokenized ecosystems, digital assets, all powered by the SUI blockchain. DeLorean will create the industry's first on-chain vehicle reservation marketplace and analytics system through its Flux protocol. Designed to provide consumers with a seamless and transparent ecosystem where cars can be digitally purchased, traded, authenticated, and tracked like never before. And so, times are changing here. They also are going to be launching the DMC token, which combines culture, real-world utility, and the backing of the iconic Web2 brand that has stood out to test of time. From purchasing DeLorean vehicles to limited edition product collaborations with the biggest brands in the world, they are creating fresh and electrifying ways to spend and earn DMC. And so it has always been an iconic vehicle, and it is getting pushed into Web3 as the first car company to ever launch an official token. And so, as I mentioned, this is also going to be getting listed here very soon. There was the pre-sale, and now we are going to see trading opening here on June 24th. And so this is going to be listed on Binance and Gate.io initially, and this is going to be listed on other exchanges as well. And so, let's go ahead and take a look at some more information here regarding the marketplace and information on the token. And so it is important to note that the Alpha 5 vehicle is built by a company known as DeLorean Motor Company, which is the company also launching the Web3 token. And so this has no connection to the original company that built the DMC-12. And so this grew out of a DeLorean parts and service business. So while the name might bring up nostalgic memories of the 80s and time travel, the company itself does not have a history of manufacturing cars. They are focusing on Web3 and the reservation system. And so, they also have their reservation system, the marketplace, which will allow you to buy a reservation for that. It will be capped at 4,000 units, so DeLorean has launched an online marketplace where customers will need to pay $2,500 to secure a build slot NFT, which will be assigned to a random build slot number, but the process is a little bit more complex than that. This will require people to set up a digital slush wallet, which is powered by SUI blockchain. And then once that's done, then you can go ahead and look into purchasing an NFT. And so I highly recommend doing your own research here. This is why I am sharing this information with you. And so as for the actual car, well, it seems to be in progress, right? We've seen a lot of pictures here and images, what it may look like. However, final pricing and the final design has not been announced yet. And so, DeLorean Labs says that the Alpha 5 would produce 2 electric motors, allowing it to hit 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. And so, This is just some information to keep in mind here, right? This is a new startup company that is focusing on bringing back the iconic DeLorean vehicle through Web3. And so we can go ahead and take a look at the marketplace here. This is the reservation system where you can reserve these vehicles. And so you can see here you can buy different spots. And so this does require $2,500 to be paid down in a connection of your wallet. And so as I mentioned here, I do recommend doing your own research before purchasing one of these NFTs. And so they also have their token here launching on Binance just in a couple of days. And so that could be something else that gets more attention, as well as they are doing something different here. They are bringing the automotive industry into Web3, right? Using Web3 and blockchain for the reservation of vehicles, for tracking, maintenance. You can do a lot of different things, right? This provides a utility-packed ecosystem, providing vehicle reservations where you can reserve the future DeLorean, like the Alpha 5 EV, right? Merchandise access. By Q3 2025, DMC holders get early access and discounts on DeLorean branded merchandise in major retailers, gaming rewards in the metaverse. We have smart driving in flux and blockchain-based driving analytics that will roll out in Q4 of 2025 with full launch in Q2 2026. That is their goal here, 2026 for the launch of the vehicle, right? And so that's about a year from now, and so that's something else to keep in mind as well. And so I definitely think that DeLorean Labs here is focusing on something that is very different than any other automotive company. And so DeLorean Labs here has a very strong goal, right? They launched their pre-sale on the Sui Launchpad. Now they're going to be launching their token here in the next couple of days with Flux-powered reservations through their marketplace. They also have staking coming up as well. In Q3, they are going to have their merchandise hit retail. In Q4, they have their Flux Drive Analytics testing beginning. And then in Q2 of 2026, they are planning on Alpha 5 EV deliveries and prioritizing DMC holders. And so if you're interested in getting involved with DeLorean Labs, you can go ahead and set up a Sui wallet. You can jump over to the marketplace, or you can follow them on their X page at DeLorean Labs. They have a lot of different information on here they're going to be sharing as well. And so like I said, they do a very good job putting a lot of videos together here. And I think that they have a big goal that they are working to achieve. And so if they deliver on what they are working on here, it would be very impressive. And so if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe for future videos, and I hope to see you in the next one.